Welcome back to another episode of Hated to Love It, sponsored by our guys over at Steady Picks. We have my brother back again, Lofa Tatupu. He still has not got a victory yet.
I'm
And
steady losing.
and my dog said he was gonna stick with me to the end until we get this thing figured out, man. We have a this conference championship week, man. This is big time football. Obviously, we know if you win, you're in. So, without
Yeah.
further, let's get on into it. Um, I'm gonna go with the last game first, so because I think the second game is probably gonna be the game of the week for everybody, really. So we got the Bengals, like my dog Pac-Man said, at the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes does have a sore ankle. Not sure how much it affects, but I did see it affect him last week, so we'll see. But they have the Bengals at -2.5. Hater to love it.
Ooh, conference, and you're on the road and you're favored.
And your
Of course,
favorite
it's because of the injury,
for sure.
but let's not forget he has not lost to Mahomes,
He hasn't.
regardless of where the game's played.
Right, injury or not.
So, all things would point in favor of Mahomes and the Chiefs, but him being injured has to play a factor in that line. So, I'm going with the Bengals. They looked complete. They looked like the most complete team. Well, Philly too, but
Yeah.
they from start to finish, man, they poured it on. Their defense was surprisingly able to hold Josh Allen and them to 10 points or something like that, something crazy. So I love it. I absolutely love it. Give me the
Yeah.
Bengals and Joe Burrow.
And listen, we've been talking about this for a few weeks now. I've every time I've went against Joey, I have lost. So I ain't gonna lie. Lately, I just been looking. I'm putting my money on Cujo or Joe Cool, whatever you want to call him. I'm going with Joe Burrow too, until he proves to me that he ain't gonna win in a big time game. I can't go against him. This dude is, he has kahunas of steel. This guy for real. It's like every
The
time
big,
we count him down or we count him out and be like, listen, he might not be that guy. He comes in and he just throws dimes. He's always calm in the pocket. He knows how to get his team to react the way he needs them to. Yes, man, I'm going with Joe Burrow. But I have to be honest, I still wouldn't I still think that the Chiefs will go to the Super Bowl. I just don't want to go against Joe Burrow. I'm being honest because
okay.
Joey hasn't lost one, but I still think it's going to be the Chiefs that make it to the Super Bowl. But I actually love it on this one. I have to put that out there though. I just have to, man, because I can't go against Joe until he lets me down. They have the over under at 46.5. Hate it or love it.
I love it. The Bengals are definitely going to score, and I think the Chiefs will still put some points up. They got they got more weapons, on offense than the Bills had. They only had Diggs over there. They didn't have a ground game. Kansas City, they'll get some things going. Even Mahomes, you can't count him out. He's still going to put points up. So I love it. Both teams will score.
I'm with you, bro. I just don't think the Chiefs is going to do that again. Even with Patrick Mahomes playing with a sore ankle, I feel like they'll lock in, shoot it up, whatever they got to do to get him out there because they know the Super Bowl's in 2 weeks. You know how it goes out there,
Hey,
right?
you got to do what you got to do to
You got to
play,
do
man.
what you got to do. So I feel like they're going to score points too. And 23 points apiece for these two teams, to me, that's not a lot at all. Honestly, when we're talking about if they're both on playing the way they're supposed to be playing, even with Patrick Mahomes' ankle, I feel like he can score 21 points. So I feel
Yeah.
like, yeah, they'll go over for sure. I love the Bengals and I love the over in this. But again, I have to re-emphasize that wouldn't be surprised if I see Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl again.
I hear you.
Uh, to the game that I know a lot of people are looking forward to,
I'm
just
most
because,
excited about this
yeah.
one.
Right. We got Mr. Irrelevant that has made itself really relevant lately.
Yep.
The 49ers at the Eagles, probably the MVP. We're talking about Jalen Hurts. So we got Mr. Relevant now at the MVP, I feel like. And they have the Eagles at -2.5. Hate it or love it.
Um, I hate it because I love the Niners, and only because when this playoff started, I picked a Niners Bengals Super Bowl. So I'm gonna stick to my guns on this one, even though the Eagles, they outside the Bengals look like the most complete team, just dominant from start to finish. They did whatever they wanted on offense. The defense shut down Saquon. It was, I think the Niners are going to have a tough time trying to run the ball on this week. So both defense wins championships. I know you're an offensive guy,
Yeah,
but the saying for a reason.
for real.
Uh, so, I think both of them are going to have to make it a tough day. But I got I love the skill position over at the Niners. Debo, Kittle, McCaffrey,
Ayuk,
Ayuk,
yeah, yeah, they
Jennings
loaded.
is coming on. Yeah, like
Elijah Mitchell, like yeah,
Elijah,
they're loaded. They're loaded.
pick your poison, man. And I thought the Cowboys did a really good job, but it just wasn't enough.
The
And
Cowgirls, we knew what the Cowgirls would end up doing. We all knew that. We knew that,
I
bro.
mean,
The Cowboys
I
haven't done nothing since '96 when we were babies.
I applaud them for winning a playoff game for the first
Right.
time in a while. But yeah, man, it was tough sledding against this Niners defense. So and that last play, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I'd be mad if I
McCarthy's
was
job should
Zeke.
be in jeopardy after that dumbass play.
If
Just
I
be
was Zeke, I'd have some words and probably some fists for my
Zeke want to
OC.
re-sign because they might get rid of his ass too. So he trying to find a way to get re-signed right now. You
I mean,
know
they
what?
had him playing center on that last play. But so yeah, I hate it. Give me the Niners. Let's go. It kills me to say that as a Seahawk
I
fan.
know it does. I'm
But
gonna go ahead and hate it too, though, Loaf. I mean, again, Kyle Shanahan with those weapons has shown me that he is one of those coaches that you can never count out, man. It's like, of course, we always try to look like, oh, you don't have a good quarterback. Of course, you're not supposed to make it this far. Oh, your second quarterback, your third string quarterback, Mr. Irrelevant. He's not supposed to be nowhere near this game, and he is still making plays. So Kyle Shanahan to me is one of those coaches that he is the next one. He will be like a big red, you know what I mean? A Belichick. We will be seeing Shanahan for the next 20 years easily. There's no way he'll be going anywhere.
it's
He's proven himself. What is his third straight? I mean, not third, but like his third conference championship game in like
third or
5 years or
fourth.
something like that.
Yeah,
Like, come
something
on,
like
let's.
that.
It doesn't get that easy, or it doesn't get that good when you got a coach. When you have somebody like that, you hold on to him. Him and Lynch doing an amazing job.
And they've had no consistent quarterback play.
Right, right.
Like
Trey,
Garoppolo, Jimmy
Jimmy.
G was solid. He was solid, but then they put in Lance. He gets hurt. Jimmy G goes back and he gets hurt. Like you're saying, it's just been a carousel there, and to keep the consistency, unbelievable job. I mean, he's going to be up for Coach of the Year, and so
Unreal.
yeah,
He definitely deserves Coach of the Year just for the simple fact you won 9 or 10, 12. No, he won 11 straight games with a second string or third string quarterback. It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah. They're on a streak, man.
Yeah. They have the over under in this one at 46 points. Hate it or love it. I'm going to love it. I just feel like both teams are going to go over. 23
Okay.
points ain't a lot. Jalen Hurts shows me when he's on point, he can definitely do anything to a defense. Their team knows how to rally behind him. I seen that speech he gave, a couple weeks when he couldn't play and he was telling his team, it only made sense the way they came out and played behind him because they could tell that he really loves his game and that, that's their quarterback. So I love this to go over 46. Again, 23 points to me for both these teams isn't a lot because they can score at any moment. So I absolutely love it, man.
And I hate it.
Ooh,
Give me the
okay.
under. These defenses are going to come out. They're going to be ready. Hurts could be that X factor, though. I understand what you're saying. And they were able to run the ball pretty easily last week against the Giants. So if they can get any ground game going, then I can see it going over. But I just think, man, the Niners defense, you got an all pro at every level. Bosa, Warner, Greenlaw, one of my favorite linebackers to watch right now. And then, shout out to SC, Talanoa Hufanga
Yeah,
in the
Hufanga.
back.
Hey,
Yeah.
I want to see my brother go get a championship. Let's go,
Yeah.
man.
So yeah, I love the under and yeah, but either way, should be some exciting matchups. I can't wait to watch football this Sunday.
Yes, sir. My Super Bowl prediction hasn't really changed either because I thought that it was going to be Kansas City, um, rematch of San Francisco again of the COVID Super Bowl. Remember the
Oh,
COVID Super Bowl was like right after we got home from that Super Bowl. I remember we went on lockdown from COVID, so I'll never forget it. Um, but I really think it's going to be a rematch of that one, and I think that Kyle Shanahan finally gets his long awaited Super Bowl. That's my Super Bowl prediction.
wow.
And I think he does it with Brock Purdy, which Brock ends up becoming the starter next year. They trade Trey Lance, and they keep if you're smart, you try to keep Jimmy G around there because we know Jimmy G is a solid guy that can come in and win you football games, pay him what you need. Hey, unless there's another suitor that wants to take him for a higher
Someone,
value, of course you get rid of
yeah,
him. But I
someone's
see
gonna
that Trey Lance and Garoppolo probably are gone after next year, only because you see what this kid can do, and if you put your faith in him, I could see the sky's the limit for him.
absolutely. I mean, just to both the points, you got a lot of draft capital you can get for the acquisition of both those guys. And then look, like the main piece of this is Shanahan. I mean, if he could do this with seemingly anybody, he's the QB whisperer, man.
Yes.
Go pick up a third or fourth rounder just to compete with Brock. You know,
Yeah.
it's his job. But because just he's undefeated since he's taken over. And
I
then
mean, and he's looked like Trey Lance is supposed to look. So I mean, let's gotta just keep it real with ourselves. We all watch this football every day. Brock is unreal. I'm not saying what his second year jitters are bringing, but right now, after what he's shown you, he has to be your starting quarterback.
absolutely, yeah. So and then I mean they're in a good position. It pains me to say that, man. They're in a great position because of Shanahan and what he's able to do with these quarterbacks. So you go get more draft picks, you know, and then because you're gonna have to start paying some of these guys on defense, I imagine, or even on offense. And so when you do that, I mean,
Yeah,
because McCaffrey's cap's got to be pretty high. You just got to turn around and reload, and then I think
right.
that's what he's gonna do.
Man, that's good insight, man. I truly appreciate you stopping by, Loaf. I know it was a quick one. Um, we'll probably have a championship one in 2 weeks. So if you want to jump back on for that one, we have like a look, and then you can tell me about your times because I know you played. You know what I mean? So you can give us one of your stories from,
Undefeated in championship games. Is that good? Well,
hey, that's
I only went to one.
listen. It doesn't matter. I've been the one that lost
Oh,
that thing. I never been to a Super Bowl. How about you?
oh man, I did, and I
Okay,
got
then.
robbed by the officials.
Hey, right. But listen, at least when we talk about this one next week, we have a Super Bowl, somebody that played in the Super Bowl and never lost in a division championship game. There's not too many people that can say that. I don't care if it's 1 or 0, bro. That's the shit. That's why, to me, Lofa, you know why I consider you one of my favorite and one of the best linebackers I've ever seen. And I know your struggle. I've seen where you come from. A second round pick that they said wasn't gonna get drafted until the sixth, seventh round pick, and then you all pro as a rookie in there and went to the damn Super Bowl. Come on, bro. You are one of them dudes that they write books about, man. So I'll be having you back here shortly, Loaf. I appreciate you stopping by, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes,
But it's
yes,
all about the team.
yes, sir. I love you, big bro.
Love you too, bro.
All right,
All
talk to
right.
you soon, man.